I love my wardrobe, but I'm not wearing half of it. Let's fix that. So this is long overdue. I am finally ready to do a wardrobe reset for spring. I will definitely be spring cleaning and decluttering my wardrobe. Oh my God, am I so excited. Like I said, I really love my clothes. I have some really great pieces, but I just noticed that I have not been wearing any of it. Honestly, I've just been gravitating towards the same clothes over and over again. So I thought, you know what? It is time for a proper capsule. So in this video, I guess I'll do two videos. This one will be like me going through my closet, getting rid of everything in preparation for the next video where I will do a proper spring capsule. What I would do in the past is I would go through all of my clothes and then I would take select items out and create a capsule for that season. And honestly, I'm just at a place in my life excuse me, I'm in a place in my life where I just want to have less. I'm already wearing less of my clothes, so I thought, you know what, let's just get rid of the fluff. I'm just really holding on to pieces that really are not giving me any value anymore. They're not sparking joy, and I think it's time just to pass it on. Another reason I haven't been wearing a lot of my clothes is that I've actually gained weight, and so it makes it hard to wear a lot of these items. I realized that this is something that we all probably go through, maybe not necessarily weight gain, but lifestyle changes where something is the catalyst for us to, you know, I don't know, just make a change, especially within our wardrobe. So for me, it is the weight gain. It is just needing some more motivation and excitement, and also just to get rid of all of the excess weight, pun intended. Just the clothes that are just not pulling their weight anymore and just not serving a purpose. So yeah, I'm super excited to do this video. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. I am not trying to make it short, so please get prepared, have a cup of tea, and let's just get to it. So we are in my closet currently. It is right here beside me. This is where I have all my clothes, and on this side of me is where I have all of my shoes and purses and other things. And I just want to be clear that this video is not necessarily about getting rid of everything. It is mostly about refining my style, especially for spring and beyond. So I do want to get rid of a lot. I do want to build a proper capsule wardrobe, but I don't want to be so cutthroat where I'm gonna make some error that I'm gonna regret in the future. Another thing that I want to talk about is like the process that I'm gonna go through. In the past, I'll link a video above, I did videos using Alison Bornstein's closet decluttering organization system. To be honest, it's not that different from what I've done in the past. But for today's video, I just want to keep it kind of loosey-goosey. I'm not trying to have all of these piles and do all of this. I just want this to be as organic and natural and vulnerable as possible. I will be styling pieces that I'm thinking about keeping. More than likely I'm going to keep them, but I just need some fresh inspiration. So we'll definitely be doing that. I'll choose maybe like 5 items or so. So anywho, we're gonna do all of this in preparation for my spring capsule, which I will be releasing soon. So yeah, not about getting rid of everything, but it's about refining what I have. I'm gonna walk you through my closet now. There's 4 closets on this wall. The last one is my husband's, so I'm not gonna go through that, obviously. But yeah, let me show you what I have. Close my door a little bit. So, and this first one is where I have all of my shirts. So I have the shirts that need to be hung up here, and then down below, just lean, I have all of my tops in drawers. We'll go through that in a minute. In this closet here, I have all of my blazers and jackets, and then here underneath I have like my jewelry, and then under here is where I have all of my pants, and then also some miscellaneous stuff. So it's, you know, it's a system. It works, but it's a little bit messy. And this last one over here is where I have all of my skirts, I have pants, and then I also have dresses. And then at the bottom here is where I store my get in there is where I store my what is this called, my seasonal clothes. Lord have mercy. The funny thing about the closet is I honestly did not do a proper switch over after spring summer last year. I just could not be bothered. I had the weirdest 8 or so months. I don't know if that was the right calculation, but since the summer of last year, it's been just really weird times. So I did have to pull out a few winter stuff, obviously, but in the winter, I was just wearing like the same 4 outfits. I'm not even joking. So funnily enough, my closet is already kind of prepped for spring summer, but we still have a lot to go through because some of these items, like I said earlier, I can't fit, and I just don't even, I just need to purge. I'm gonna have to take everything out, and then we're gonna do our quick yeses, the things that I already know I'm keeping. I feel like I should do a separate pile for vintage clothes, because over the last couple of years I've been buying a bunch of vintage stuff, and I don't even know if I've really worn any of it. So in a way, I kind of just want to put the vintage stuff in its own separate thing, because I really need to evaluate that whole thing as a category. So yes, I'll take everything out, do a quick put it in piles, and then we'll go from there. I cannot believe this mountain of clothes behind me is just my tops. My tops and my sweaters and my hoodies and sweatshirts. Like, it's just so much. And now I'm just looking right ahead of me at my empty closet, the first closet that held all of this stuff. And there is something about seeing that empty that feels so good. As I was pulling things out, I was just like, oh yeah, this has to go. And then some items I already know I'm gonna like really struggle with. Another thing is I want to stay very seasonally. A lot of my stuff is kind of year round, but you know, I have, like, for instance, this is a wool sweater. You know, I'm wearing a wool sweater now and it's spring, but I feel like I'd rather deal with this in fall, winter. But to be honest, I already know I'm not getting rid of this. I've had this for years and I wear this all of the time. So anywho, I'm going to just like do some piles. And I feel like it would be so boring to do all of that on camera. No, I'll quickly do my piles and then we'll go through the piles together in the end. So I have narrowed it down a bunch. It was practically plainless, actually, surprisingly. So I'm feeling good about that. Let me turn this camera around so I can show you. So in this pile is the stuff that I'm keeping. I just put it in this chair. Here is the stuff that I'm not wearing. So it's like, maybe some of it is cute and I can see myself keeping it, but I have not worn it. So like I said, I want to be a little bit more cutthroat. So that's a bunch of clothes there. And then all of this is the stuff that is a yes. So I'm going to keep building this maybe pile. I'm going to go through the rest of the categories. I think I'll just do that off camera. So yeah, I'll just go through all the categories, put everything back that is an instant yes, and then you and I will go through the maybes together. So this has been a lot of work, but I'm so proud of how this closet looks. I got rid of so much stuff. As you can see here behind me, this is where my blazers live. But as you can see, I got rid of all but 2 blazers. And these ones I actually wear in the fall and winter. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably get a new blazer, but for the most part, this is what this section looks like. And then over here we have my shirts. Like, okay, let's close this door a bit. Like breathing room. This is exactly what I wanted to achieve. I just didn't want my clothes just so smushed together. I have so many hangers left over. And yes, disclaimer, I still have to go through my maybe pile, but I am really hoping that I'm only going to take a few more items out of the maybe pile. So I'm like, this is what I want to achieve. Like this is the motivation for me to not go crazy in that maybe pile and put stuff back in here, because like this just looks great. I feel inspired again. And if we duck down here, we have this top drawer. Do you remember how like overstuffed this drawer was? And now, breathing room. Look at that, isn't it great? And then we have so much breathing room here that like we have a whole side just available. So here in the front I have like my short sleeve shirts, and then in the back I have the long sleeve. But anywho, I have just a few sweatshirts left, and then hoodies, then the sweaters like I just said, and then absolutely nothing in the bottom drawer. So what I'm thinking about the bottom drawer is that will become my new like the clothes that are like you wear, but it's not like dirty enough to put in dirty clothes, but you want to put it back with your clean clothes. I think that's what I'm going to use that for, instead of using the chair, because I get tired of having, you know, the clothes chair in the room. And then this side I have in this top rack, this is what I call like my resort wear. This is the stuff I wear when I go to like, you know, the sandy kind of beachy places, when I go to the Portugals, the Spains, the Greece and of the world. Like this is the stuff I wear. I typically only wear this during those like vacations, so I thought I should just keep that in its own separate place. Before I would put it away with the seasonal clothes, but it's not, I need it more easily accessible, because you know it's almost summer and this is the time I would travel. And then I have so much space on this side that I was able to get my athleisure out and put it in here. So now like all my workout gear is in this drawer here. And this part here I have my sweatpants, as you can see. I do have some shorts here. I have 3 pairs of shorts here, and then my jeans, and then my favorite one, I have all of my dresses. So here I have my skirts in the front, and then I have 2 pairs of pants, and then the rest are dresses. Again, disclaimer, I have these 2 dresses here. I already know they're too small, but I can't, like, this one still has tags. It's brand new, it's real leather, it's a blazer dress, and then this is the same dress but in a different material and color. I love those dresses. It is my hope that I will lose the weight that I've gained in the last months. But you know, this is where we are now. Who knows what life is going to look like 6 months from now. If in 6 months time this weight is here to stay, then I'm just going to have to go ahead and accept this new body of mine and just be grateful that it is healthy. But there are definitely a few clothes that I just have to hold on to a little bit longer, because I'm not ready to let them go due to the weight gain. But everything else I can fit, everything else is good. And all throughout you can see a color scheme, which is quite nice. It's like white, beige, brown, navy, and black. And then for like the pops of color, it's green and red, which is really interesting. And then I have like 1 pink shirt, but I just got that for a reason. Anywho, I was able to get all of my focus on me. There we go. I was able to get all of my fall winter stuff in here, except this sweater. I'm gonna try to stuff that in there. So yeah, that's it. And then on this side I have all of my shoes. I got rid of some shoes. I'm so happy. Look, they're so cute. And it's kind of like the same color scheme. Like I have a color scheme going. You see my husband's shoes? They're all brown and like white. He has like 1 pair of black shoes and then some gray shoes, but we are both like into the uniform dressing, and him especially. Anywho, so we're done with this closet, and now I'm gonna take you, Lord have mercy. Okay, it's like a minefield in here. So I have 3 huge piles going on, and I have 1 behind me, and this huge pile is my maybe pile. And so what I did was I just quickly put things in there that I just have not worn. Even if I really like it and I haven't worn it in like 2 years, it went in the pile. Things that I'm quite certain is just too small went into the pile. What else? Things that, like, for whatever reason, I'm just holding on to it. There's some type of sentimental value. So all of that is in this pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle it again. I'm going to pull out some items that I want to try on here on camera with you guys, and then I'll talk through the item, you know, I'll vocalize whatever is happening on the inside, what my thoughts are. Yeah, and I'll do that on camera. So I'm going to pull out a few items to put on here, and then the rest of the stuff, if there's something interesting, I'll talk about it. Otherwise, you know, it's not important. So that's what I'm going to do with the maybe pile. Then I have a second pile, and that is the stuff that is going to get donated. And then within the donate, there's two different things. There's things that I don't even know if it's donate, but it's my archive. So it's things that I put aside. I've been doing this for years, like putting aside that I'm saving for future generations. I don't know, nieces, future daughters, I don't know. But just items that I just think are so cool that I just don't want to give away. It's gone in the archive. I'm only going to take a few of those items. The rest getting donated. And that pile, it's so huge, and I'm just so proud of myself for getting rid of so much stuff. The third pile that I have going on is the vintage pile that I talked about. I just wanted to pull out all of the vintage items that I owned, because I noticed that I don't go like secondhand shopping that much, but when I do, I typically come away with something. However, I'm not really wearing the items that I buy. They just sit in my closet, and I just don't think that that's good. I either need to be wearing it, or I just need to leave it be and leave it for someone who would actually wear it in the store. So like, maybe that's not my thing. Maybe in my head I'm someone who loves vintage clothes, but for some reason it's just not my personal style, and that's why I don't wear it. So I'm just gonna go through that. I probably will bring up a few items because some of these items are very interesting, and then yeah, we'll just kind of talk about some of those items. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna donate almost all of it. There's like 2 items for sure I think I'm gonna keep, but you know, we'll see. But as far as the maybe pile behind me, I'm hoping to get rid of at least 80% of it. So let us get a jump start on this maybe pile. This is the first item. I haven't worn this in a long time. It's really cute. As you can see, it's a one sleeve top, and I used to wear this shirt a lot. It's a little snug. It's not uncomfortable, but I don't know, like I feel really cute in it, but I don't know. Let's see, what do we think? It's cute for sure. Is it still my style? I don't know. I'm feeling cute in it. And the funny thing is, I used to wear this shirt to work. Like, I don't think it's a sexy shirt at all, but like, at least working in fashion, like, you're able to wear stuff like this. So these are the other items that I will show you, the maybes. These are 5 dresses, though this one is more like a sweater vest dress, plus the top that I'm wearing now, and that one sleeve sweater top that I just showed you. Anywho, let's talk about this one. Okay, so I love this vest. I don't know why I haven't worn it. I picked this up in Portugal. I don't remember if it was Lisbon or Porto, but I got it secondhand. It was like a lovely little market, and there was a vendor out selling a bunch of vintage stuff, really cute stuff. And I saw this, and like right away I was like, oh my god, that's so much fun. I have to have it. I don't know, like I really love, like, it's neutrals, but it kind of has like these pops of color. And as you can see here in this thread, it's like also some like pastel-y colors, which is obviously not my vibe, but I just thought that was a little bit fun. And it kind of reminds me of like a mountain range, you know. And this is something I would totally wear to like a museum or some type of like creative event. Yeah, I don't know, I really love this, so I'm definitely going to keep this. And this is one of the fun pieces that you know, that's in my wardrobe. All of my clothes don't need to be like staples, basics. I signify my style as classic with the twists. And though technically this is kind of that, because it's a very classic silhouette, and the twist is probably the funkiness of it, but I do leave room in my closet for fun pieces. And these fun pieces I don't need to wear all the time. You just pull them out whenever. you know, you just want to have a little pizzazz in your outfit, and this is one of those. So I try to have, like, you know, 80-20 rule. So 80% of my wardrobe is the classic staple basics, and 20% are the fun pieces that you probably don't wear that often. So this definitely falls in that, but this is really fun. I don't even know why I didn't wear it, especially because when I wear it, it makes me feel happy. So anywho, I'm definitely going to keep this, so this will be going back in the closet. Okay, so this is the sweater vest that I was talking about, and as you can see, it touches the floor so long. It has to split up the side. I've owned this for so many years. I got this from H&M. It's like heavyweight, but not too heavy that, you know, you feel uncomfortable wearing it. And this is definitely something I would always wear as a layering piece. So like with button-ups underneath it. Sometimes I would just wear a blazer on top with pants underneath. I just kept my black pants on. But this is so fun. Like, again, I'm not sure why I'm not wearing this. And it's something that, like, you can just throw on when you just want to, like, look effortlessly chic. You don't really feel like putting too much effort into your outfit. I think this is one of those items you just throw it on because it's so dramatic that it just already, like, elevates, you know, your vibe, your style, whatever you're wearing in that moment. So I like it. Do I love it? I'm not sure. Can I live without it? Can I live without it? Ooh, that's a hard one. Because, like, yes, I can live without it, but will I regret getting rid of it? I think is the better question to ask. And I do think that I would. I really love this. So, ooh, we'll see. I'm going to need to style this with some stuff. Because I haven't worn this in, I don't even, maybe more than 2 years. So I need to, like, refresh, like, style. I need some new inspiration for this piece. And then that will determine whether I keep it or whether it moves on from my wardrobe. So this is another dress. This is a wrap dress from Massimo Dutti. It's in this sort of, like, gunmetal-y gray yet blue color. I mean, it's cute for sure. But I hate how low it is, and I never felt comfortable wearing it. I just don't think it's very flattering. Let me come up into the light more. Yeah, it's not very flattering for me. And it's kind of just blah. Yep, I think this is gonna go. It's cute for sure. But I also remember just, like, wearing it and then it just, like, blowing, and I'm just, you know, was never feeling very comfortable in this dress, like, ever. So I think there's no point of holding on to this dress because I never felt comfortable in it. I never felt that cute in it. So what is the point? What's the point in keeping it? So it's gonna go. This is another dress. It has pockets and it's a great length, and you can wear it off shoulder like this. Oops. And it's, like, just really cute. This is definitely like a vacation dress. I don't know why I never just put it in that pile. The funny thing is, I've owned this dress for many years now. I feel like at least 3 years I've owned this dress, probably closer to 4. And I have not worn it once. But I refuse to get rid of it because it was so cute. And it's by Regina Pio. And it was a collaboration that she did with In Other Stories. And I just thought it was just such a beautiful dress. And of course, I love that it has pockets. So it's definitely cute. I feel like a sexy mamacita. It's obviously, like, it's nice for, again, when you're bloated. I don't know. This is definitely something that I think should just join my resort collection. I just think it's funny that I've owned it for so many years and I just haven't worn it. This is crazy. Like, automatically it should go, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to force myself to wear it this summer, and this will be the absolute last year that I own this dress without wearing it. So if I do not wear this dress this year at all, it has to go. It has to go. And this is the only dress I'm going to allow that for. Like, anything else that hasn't been worn in so many years, I mean, automatic, no, gotta go. But this one, I'm just still holding on to it. So, I don't know. It's so cute. So, I'm going to try my best to wear it this year. And again, if I don't, then you guys are going to have to hold me to it. And I'm going to have to get rid of it next year. So, if this dress makes an appearance next spring, then you know what's up. So this is another dress. I got it from Mango again several years ago, and it's a linen dress, surprisingly. So like some type of linen knit, which I have not seen before. I like the peekaboo moments, and it has this little what is this, a buckle? I don't know, just this little detail here. And of course, it showed off my little stomach tattoos, which I never really show. The thing is, I just never found that it was flattering. Like, I think it's a good color, I think it's a nice dress, but I never felt that good in it. And I just feel like, because it's a little snug, and like right now I'm incredibly bloated. I'm actually having a lot of pain while filming this. But yeah, I'm really bloated, and I just feel like you can see my bloat in this dress, which I don't like. And then, look, my butt has gotten bigger, okay? I like that my butt has gotten bigger, but my thighs have also grown. So I'm like voluptuous now, which is very interesting because I've never been voluptuous, and this dress really shows that off, and I don't know how I feel about it. So it's so strange, like having a new body and then just having to like adjust in real time. Like, I'm literally adjusting in real time, and I think I'm beautiful. My self-esteem is fine, nothing like that. It's just like, this is like real life, you know, just like, okay, you've gained a lot of weight, now what? So anywho, this dress is cute. I just think it will fit somebody else better. So I'm gonna go ahead and release this one and hope that someone will find joy in it. Okay, so this is another dress. It's also quite long, a bit of a midi dress, maybe a little longer than that. It does have pockets, if I can get my hand in there, which is nice. And as you can see, it's like oversized, like in bit of an A-line, but way more exaggerated. It's really nice for hiding any fluff you got going on. I like this dress, you know, kind of, though it looks a bit like a oversized paper bag on me. I do like this dress, and like with some sandals, I can see this working. I wish it was a different color. I'm not sure if I like this color on me. I mean, it works, but yeah, if it was a different color, I would be like, yes, like 1000%, but I don't know. It's cute. I think this is something I would wear this summer. So I think what I'm gonna do, let's try this with some shoes. Got some cute little wedges. All right. It's cute. I can style this up. I think I can keep it for the summer, because I don't want to go crazy with my summer wardrobe, because I was trying to do like a no or a low buy year. I'm not sure, again, with the weight gain, if that's going to be feasible for me, because I have to buy some things, because I can't fit a lot of stuff anymore. But obviously I can fit this because it's incredibly oversized, and whatever. I like it. I think it's cute. What do you think? I'm actually curious about like what your thoughts are on this one in particular, because yeah, it's like I can make it work, but you know, I feel like I'm making way too many excuses, and that's my answer right there. So whatever, let me know your thoughts. And is this it? This is it for the maybe stuff, but I'm gonna try on like 2 or 3 of the vintage items for you, and then just kind of talk through. I'll try on 2 or 3 of the ones that I plan to keep. The other stuff, I just don't think it's worth it to film it. But it's some cute stuff. It's some very interesting stuff for sure. Anywho, let me grab some of that stuff and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is vintage item number 1. It's a red leather blazer. And when I tried this on, I felt like whoever owned this before must have been like a badass. You know, this is a boss woman, let me tell you. It's cute, you know. I was really obsessed with blazers, so I don't know if you remember how many blazers I had in my closet. So you know, there was a time when I would see a nice blazer and I would just buy it. And this one in particular, I just thought was just worth purchasing. I just don't think it's me. Beautiful, love it. I think it's really unique. It's a vintage item that I think works. It's like classic, it's timeless, but it's red, you know? So you gotta have a little bit of oomph, you know, in order to wear this. You gotta be somebody who's like, yeah, I can get away with wearing a red leather blazer. I do think I'm that person. I just don't think that this is my style. So, yep, it just has to go. So I just hope somebody else can like wear this, like buy it and think it's like amazing and then just rock it. That's what I wish for this piece. So I have just like 3 more items behind me to show you, and yeah, that will be just the vintage pieces. Okay, so this is a incredibly oversized red and white pinstripe button down, and I picked this up secondhand in New Zealand in Auckland. I love the white collar and the white cuffs. I just thought that was so nice, and I've actually worn this shirt a few times. This is one that I actually wear. I think it's cute on me. You know, it's the oversized thing that I'm like, you know, because most of my clothes are oversized or were oversized. It really dominated my wardrobe for a while, and I think I'm kind of like veering away from it just slightly. So yeah, I like this shirt. It's cute, and I just love myself in red. I just think red is such a good color on me. So I think I'm gonna keep this for now, and then yeah, we can reevaluate again next year. So speaking of New Zealand, this is a rugby top that I picked up here in Malmö, Sweden, but it is from the All Blacks team, which is a New Zealand rugby team. And yeah, so I think this is just one of their, I don't know if it's clothes that they get or it's just official gear. It's definitely older, like old. You can tell by the tags. And I don't know, I just thought this shirt was so cute and sporty. I thought it was kind of like a cool take on like that kind of like Ralph Lauren style, but like my version. So it's like that kind of sporty preppy, but now we're going rugby and it's like gray. I assume it was black and it just faded over time. So it kind of has that authentic sort of patina. And I love this. I love this top so much, and I've worn this several times, and I think I'm definitely going to keep it. So I just need to see if it's something that I can style for spring, because I usually would wear this in the fall. I don't know yet. But yeah, this is a top that I'm for sure keeping. Again, it's oversized. It was a man's top, so whatever. Obviously, it doesn't look flattering with the pants I have on now. But again, I'll insert a photo so you can see. I hope I have a photo of myself in this top. But yeah, I think it's cute. I love it, and it's really cozy. So definitely gonna keep this item. Last but not least is this gingham blazer. I can't remember where I got this. But the last time I wore it was in Paris a couple years ago. I'm sure I must have worn it at least once or twice since then, but that's the last time I can remember wearing it. I think it has these really cute buttons, which I just think are so nice. And it, yeah, I just felt kind of like very French. That's why I took it to France with me. I thought it was very French. It's cute. Like, I haven't worn it in a while, so I don't know if it's time for it to move on. I mean, it's definitely really chic, and I like that it's something that's a bit more professional though, so I can, if there's something I need to get a little bit more dressed up for, be professional facing, this would be a good item for that. You know, I can justify just about anything. I like it. I don't know if I should keep it or not. So this is one of the maybes of the vintage pile. So I won't get rid of it just like now with the rest of the stuff, but it's definitely going to be on probation. I think I only have like 1 or 2 other items that I'm just like, I just need to think about it a little bit longer. But yeah, I mean, it's cute. I like it. And yeah. All right, I think that's it for all the vintage stuff. Let's wrap this up. All right, guys, that is it for me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I have made a big mess in my room, and so I need to go and pack all this stuff up so it can go. And I plan to take this today because I don't want to hesitate. I don't want to second guess. It gots to go. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.